Okay, it's time for another snack food quickie here, and this one to me is a little bit of a head scratcher. Okay, these are imported from Japan, and I'm not going to say where I bought them because I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But technically, for sale in California, they're supposed to have the ingredients in English. There's a required import label that you would typically find attached over the Japanese ingredients description on the back of the package here. But these don't have it. Uh, this came from one of my favorite secret snack locations that's semi local. And the reason these don't have a label is that they imported them directly. But as a retailer, they're supposed to have the label on it, and they don't. It happens. The exception to that is when you self import food from another country. Those packages are not required to have the ingredients in English or even an expiration date. However, they will have an invoice that goes through customs that explains what the foods are, and those are required to have the ingredients on them. But as you can see, it doesn't always happen because here's a strip of import labels from self imported food from Japan, and they don't list the ingredients either. So I don't know what I'm eating at all. Uh, I do see that this has the image of a peach on it, but here's the thing, it shows what appears to be gyoza dumplings. It's obviously a candy of some sort. Cute little imagery there, typical of Japanese food packages. But I've never seen peach gyoza. So let's take a look at a couple of images here, and then I'm going to open these things up and see what they taste like, not knowing what they are. Here's an image of the front of the package, exactly what I have right here. Okay. Here's an image of the back of the package. And as you can see, there's no import label on this. It is all in Japanese, just like the back of this package. And then, of course, there's a couple of static images of what these look like. To me, they look exactly like gyoza dumplings. So, if you don't know, what is a gyoza dumpling? Gyoza are Japanese dumplings characterized by their thin dough wrappers and savory fillings. While they originated from Chinese jozi, they have evolved into a distinct Japanese staple known for a more delicate texture and a heavier use of garlic. The structure, they consist of a crescent-shaped flour-based wrapper pleated along one side and sealed with a mixture of ground meat and vegetables. And then let's get to the fillings here. The most traditional filling is ground pork mixed with Napa cabbage, garlic, chives, ginger, and more garlic, apparently. Modern variations include chicken, beef, shrimp, or vegetarian options like tofu and mushrooms. For a dipping sauce, they're typically served with a sauce made of equal parts soy sauce and rice vinegar, often with a few drops of chili oil, and that is exactly how I enjoy them. There's several ways of cooking gyoza, from frozen, or if you make it yourself, you can pan fry it. You would typically put a little bit of oil, and yeah, oil and water don't mix, so this sounds a little scary, but you start frying them in oil, then you pour water in there, making sure not to splash the hot oil on yourself. Then you cover it, and it partially steams them. You can also boil them. You can steam them alone, or you can deep fry them. And I do like deep frying, but that gets a little bit messy. But as you can see, it doesn't say anything about peach being an ingredient. So are these going to taste like gyoza? Or are they going to taste like peach? Let's find out. Typical, easy to open Japanese package. Why are packages in Japan easy to open? It's simple, because if they're not, the consumers won't buy them. So that's why the packages in America are frustrating to open, because we buy them. And as long as we keep doing that, it's not going to change. All right, so let me see what's in the bag here. Whoa! I got a powerful aroma of peach. So that's what's in the bag. Ah, these are cute. Sure enough, It looks like a little gyoza dumpling. So without having any clue whatsoever what's inside these, let's see what they taste like. Very firm texture. There's a nice punch of peach that comes through on the nose and the palate at the same time. Just a little bit of saltiness, a little bit of powder on the outside. Very chewy. Is it a gummy? I would have to say yes. Now I'm a rather firm gummy. These must be good for some exercise, if you need exercise in chewing, because it does take a while to chew them up, and they taste absolutely gorgeous, absolutely excellent. I'm going to give these a 10 of 10. No, just like the time when I tried Chinese fried chicken ice cream. It didn't taste like fried chicken. It just looked like fried chicken. So in this case, with Japanese gyoza dumpling simulated shaped semi-hard chewy gummies, they deliver a powerful punch of peach. Now, let's see if you can find these online. These are only listed one place on the entire interwebs. Right here. They're out of stock. And I have not read this yet. I just took a screenshot. So let's see what it says about them. The product highlights are imaginative, simulated dumpling shaped gummy candy with distinct pleats and rich details. Okay, absolutely true. We just saw one. Authentic peach flavor. This is true. With a rich of naturally fruity aroma, sweet and refreshing. Okay, absolutely true. That is correct. I got the aroma. No problem. Simulating the soft, glutinous, and resilient texture of a dumpling wrapper, chewy and springy, offering a satisfying bite. Yeah, so that's exactly what they are. What are the ingredients? I don't know. But do we always have to know? If you like food tasting videos like this, I enjoy doing them, and be sure to subscribe because there's more to come. Enjoy your snacks. Until next time, peace out from San Francisco. Bye.